Thank you, and I recognize the member for Port Moody-Burquitlam.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As of January 1st of this year, the province of BC no longer charges British Columbians MSP premiums, saving individuals up to $900 a year and families up to $1,800 a year. We were the last province in Canada to charge MSP premiums. Every other province moved away from this regressive form of taxation many years ago. Now, it's important, I think, to acknowledge this. Elimination of MSP fees has resulted in a $2.7 billion tax cut to the people of British Columbia. This is not only the largest tax cut in the province's history, but also the elimination of an extremely regressive form of taxation. And I think it's important to take a moment to understand regressive taxation, because this is the form of taxation that was heavily utilized by the previous government and utilized in such a way as to not make it easy to know that you're actually paying these taxes. Regressive taxation is a form of taxation that disproportionately affects lower income earners more than higher income earners. As an example, let's take MSP charged to a family making $40,000 a year. They would be charged $1,800 a year. That's 4.5% of their income. MSP charged to a family making $400,000 a year was also $1,800 a year, or 0.45% of their income. That is not wrong math, member. Member from the opposite side is saying that that math is not correct. Well, I urge that member to take a closer look at their numbers. That's a 10 times higher rate of taxation for the lower income family than the higher income family. Regressive taxation was the hallmark of the previous government. In fact, even when they cut income taxes, they did it in such a way as to give the greatest benefit to the highest income earners. The top 1% saved 5.1% on their income taxes, while the bottom 10% only saved 1%.
Please refrain from partisan comments. Thank you.
Well, that's not partisan. That's fact. A 5 times. No, I'm just saying that's fact. A 5 times greater benefit to the top 1% than the bottom 10%. And at every opportunity, the previous government made taxation even more regressive. So, just a definition for the members opposite who are confused about what regressive taxation is. This is a definition. Tax applied uniformly, taking a larger percentage of income from low-income earners than from high-income earners. That's a fact. That's a fact. So when you take, for example, let's look at an illustrative example. That somebody making $60,000 a year, what they were charged in provincial income tax in 2016 versus today. In 2016, their provincial income tax was $1,714. And today, it's $1,416. That's a reduction of 17%. Now, when you consider changes in MSP premiums, you consider early childhood tax benefit, you consider the BC Childhood Opportunity Benefit, all forms of taxation, carbon tax, sales tax, fuel tax. When you take all of these taxes into account, the net provincial tax in 2016 added up to $4,238, which drops to $2,212 today. That's what affordability looks like. And that figure doesn't account for other savings, such as bridge tolls or reduced ICBC premiums, which are coming to effect next year, childcare fees, if you have children in childcare. That's just the taxation alone that we're talking about. A family earning $60,000 a year saved an average of 48% on their net provincial taxes between 2016 and today. That's what affordability looks like. And eliminating MSP premiums is just one part of our government's efforts to make life more affordable for British Columbians. And when we talk about removing a massive tax cut of $2.7 billion, you have to look at how do you still balance the budget. And two of the last provinces to eliminate MSP premiums were Alberta in 2009 and Ontario in 1990. Ontario introduced an employer health tax of up to 1.95% of total wages paid by businesses, and this is what BC did as well. In our case, the employers with payrolls of less than $500,000 do not pay the employer health tax, which means 85% of businesses in BC are exempt. And this threshold is increased to $1.5 billion for nonprofits based on each location rather than through the entire organization. And the Finance Minister has also announced the government would cover net costs for public sector bodies like school districts, health authorities, and post-secondary institutions. Eliminating MSP premiums will also save approximately $50 million a year in administrative costs. Our government is very proud to have found a way to eliminate MSP premiums while maintaining a balanced budget. It's just one way we're making life more affordable for British Columbians. Thank you.